Investigates first confronted this man about taking half-naked pictures of teens more than 10 years ago.
Keep coming around, I'm gonna goddamn get you.
Now he's in jail accused of making child porn.
The jail cell is where he belongs, and I hope he stays there.
After seeing our story, he went to work, knew for 5:30 his decade of dedication finally led to an arrest. In 2006, we first told you about David Hardman and the public outrage surrounding the online pictures he took of scantily clad preteen models.
Back then, investigators said there was nothing they could do to stop him. Channel 9's Angela Jacobs live now in our studio. Angela, everything has changed now after a federal raid.
George, for years, David Hardman was careful not to cross the legal line, even boldly doing these photo shoots along county beaches. But what was found in that August raid and an accusation of pulling a gun on FBI agents, it all has him facing serious charges.
I'm gonna get more and more violent here if I continue to talk.
We first told you about Melbourne photographer David Hardman here on Eyewitness News in November 2006 and his online photography business posting provocative pictures of young girls. DVDs sold for $39. Some images so objectionable we can't air them.
I mean, I'm getting so sick of you guys hanging around for damn reason.
He wasn't happy with our year-long coverage then, as local models boycotted him.
Keep coming around, I'm gonna goddamn get you.
11 years later, Hardman sits in a federal lockup, now accused of producing child porn.
This is a long story, a 10-year story. All kinds of people in this community were on top of him.
Child advocate Kevin Gillick was one of those people. With the group Protect Your Children and as publisher of the Guardian newspaper that comes out twice a year with alerts on suspected pedophiles. He told us Hardman once offered him money to remove posts about him. In this new federal complaint, federal agents went to the same Melbourne home where we found Hardman years ago to execute a search warrant. Today, we saw where they reported breaking in through the back door and located Hardman crouched in a bathroom trying to load a gun. During his arrest, Hardman allegedly admitted he didn't want to go to jail and intended to shoot the special agents.
A rat cringing in a corner. That's what they found.
Gillick is convinced years of community pressure kept Hardman on detectives' radar.
It may take a while, but we got a while. We live here. We're not going anywhere.
Wow, well, Angela, we saw tougher federal laws against child pornography back in 2012, so could that play out in this case?
Well, the charge itself is upgraded, and if he's convicted, sentences will be longer. Of course, there's much more at play here because he's also accused of pulling that gun on a federal agent. So assault with a deadly weapon there. The trial will start early next year.
10 years in the making. How about that?
11.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you, Angela.
Sure.